Good to go. Let's go. What questions, real estate or investing wise or AI wise, you have right now? Go.
I have a question about the presentations, and like when I tried to do the challenge, and one of the things I've been having a problem with is how to format my answers. So I was going to ask that question, but then I started looking at everybody else's and how they're doing it. So that's because it just seems like it takes me too long to do.
Yeah.
And where do I put it at? So I've been looking at everybody's presentations and their answers. So I kind of got some good answers from just looking at other people's presentation. Like I like the way Ed laid his out on the
Ed laid his out in a spreadsheet, and I think Ulysses laid his out in a PDF.
Yeah, so, I looked at Ulysses too.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, because that's really what I was trying to do, because you try to do it on a regular Word doc, it doesn't work. So I got some of my questions answered by just looking at other people's challenges.
Yeah.
And nobody, I just can't even touch Lewis's stuff because he has a million things and he just puts it all out there. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your format. And I'm like,
and we're gonna go over that challenge stuff because you guys really knocked that out the ballpark. And I really appreciate you guys who are taking advantage of the challenge, because you're not just coming here sitting on your fingers. You're actually doing the challenge and putting what you're learning to practice by actually doing those homework assignments. So I give you guys kudos for doing that and actually being a participant as opposed to just being a looker. Now, any other questions?
When you do use these thumbnails, are we able to edit them?
When we use the thumbnails, be more specific on your question. That's too general.
My bad. Mm-hmm. All right, so we find a thumbnail we want to copy. We go through the process that we went through in the challenge to recreate one. If we want to make changes to that thumbnail, is it possible?
Yeah, and I'll give you 3 programs you can use. The easiest one is going to be Canva. Canva has a free plan that you'll be able to edit those thumbnails in the free plan and not have to pay a dime.
Gotcha.
So that's the #1 way I would tell you, as you guys who just starting out. For me, we use Photoshop. Photoshop has a monthly plan. It's kind of complex. They have a lot of AI integration. I don't want to overwhelm you guys and say that's what you should use, but I think Canva, with Canva free plan, will do the editing. They have something called Magic Erase, where you just highlight what you want deleted out of the thumbnail and it will delete it. Or you can actually highlight it and you're able to edit the text inside of the thumbnail. Right. So Canva will be your best way to edit. But for the most part, if you're using the programs like I've given you guys, I gave you Ideogram and I gave you Foul AI as your 2 main ones. 80% of your output is going to have the text spelled correctly. That's why those are the 2 best ones when it comes to having text integrated in your image. It's either going to be Foul AI, which uses Flux, or Ideogram. When you use those, every image, if you print out 4 images, 2 to 3 of them is going to have your text spelled right. When you use something outside of those 4, like ImageFX, ImageFX is not known for getting text right. ImageFX is known for creating the images, not when it comes to adding text or having your text come out correctly.
Okay.
Great question.
Thank you. So, another question: when loading these YouTube videos, how important is it to do keyword searches?
When you say loading it, are you referring to your channel?
Yeah, my channel.
When you're talking about creating, yes. Well, when you say put keyword searches, when you're making your channel, you should already know what keywords you want to rank your channel for. Right. For me, it's learn real estate investing. And then I add a geo modifier at the end, Baltimore. So my channel is based off learn real estate investing. Now, everything I based on in my actual tagline and my actual, not necessarily in all my titles, but when it comes to my actual keywords in the actual description, my tagline in the description, and all of those things, I'm having learned real estate investing in those actual areas on the site.
Gotcha.
Next. Now, one more thing in regards to that, Israel, you can use the keyword planner with Google that's free in order to find the keywords you want to use in regards to optimizing your site or optimizing your actual YouTube channel. Keyword free.
Planner.
Yeah, YouTube. It's called Google Keyword Planner.
Okay, gotcha. Good looking. Thank you. Yeah, that's
Now,
what I
there's
was looking
another
for.
strategy that people use where they just go to Google and they start typing in their keyword. I'll give you an example of how that strategy works. I'm going to go to on my screen. Let me share the screen with you. Boom, 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 boom.
We see the different
And
phrases
let me
that
hit
come up.
share. Let me know if you see the screen.
Got it.
Okay, when you start typing the keyword, learn real estate. You see these? These are all high-ranking keywords that Google will bring up to you based on your keyword phrases. So all of these are keywords that are ranking or that have high traffic when it comes to your main primary keyword. So this is another way to find out what keywords you can use. But if you want a more accurate way, you use the free keyword planner tool with Google.
Okay.
But Charles, that list of keywords is based on searches. Is that correct?
That's correct. And that's what you
Okay.
want to base your actual ranking on. You want to base your actual optimization of your channel on keywords that people are searching for. So having search results is a good way of doing that.
Yep.
And what about speak on long form keywords versus short form keywords?
Well, that's a good question. Now, what is your question regarding it? Which one is better than the other? Because when you use a tool like the Keyword Planner, you're going to see the amount of searches per month, searches per year, and so on. Some of them will be long-term, some of them will be short-term. When I like the difference between long-term and short-term, long form and short form, is when it comes to the actual naming on my site and so on. Because I want something that has no more, typically, you want a domain name that has no more than 3, maybe 4 syllables at the most. Typically, you want 3 or less. That's why you see a lot of sites that come out are words that was made up, because almost all the 1 words and 2 word keywords are gone. Like Carnival Cruise or We Buy Houses or whatever. Those keywords are no longer available. You got to add either a geo modifier at the end, or you got to add a placement in the front. So that's why those keywords are so valuable, because it's easy to remember. And you want to use that when it comes to your, whether it's a long form or short form, when it comes to your phrasing of your keyword. That comes more into play when it comes to putting your actual site out there and having it being easy to remember. It's not necessarily when it comes to your actual, the term I'm looking for, your keyword optimization with pay per click. You can do both. You can do broad or you can do short. But either way, it's all about the amount of traffic and the cost of that traffic per 1,000 or per 1M is what they like to say.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions?
So not a question, but a comment. Another resource good to have is on Google Trends or trends.google.com. So just take a look into it. I'll put it in chat.
That's a great resource, Ed. Absolutely. Google Trends, it will tell you the actual trending keywords on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And a lot of people that are doing content, they'll look at the trending keywords and see if they relate to the phrase that they're using. For example, a trending keyword for somebody that's teaching real estate investing could be BRRRR strategy. And that may be a strategy that's trending over the last week. So a person will come up with an actual video using that keyword in it to try to optimize the actual trending traffic that's coming from that keyword. So that's where the trends come into play. It helps you to decide what you're going to name or what type of content you want to make for your articles, for your videos, for your shorts, all that stuff. That's where the whole trending aspect comes into play. Any other questions?
How often do you review your sites?
In regards to what purpose?
Looking what the trending searches are.
Well,
And
what you want to do is you want to review your site based on the optimization and the ranking of it. So ideally, that's going to be a weekly basis. There's a tool created by SEMrush that will allow you to do weekly tracking of the ranking of your site as it goes up or go down. So weekly is ideal situation, but for you guys who are looking for SEO, which is search engine optimization, it could take anywhere from 3 months, 6 months, even 9 months to go from a non-ranking site to a ranking site. The quickest I ever got a site ranked was 3 months. On average, it's about 6 months. Now you got also, when it comes to the ranking, are you talking about the Google box or are you talking about the Google first page? The Google box is the search listings where they have the normal 5 that comes up in the Google box for your business. And then the Google results is the first page after the actual sponsored ads and usually after the Google box. So those are 2 main points in which optimization would work, search, or should I say that you want to key your business for when it comes to SEO.
Man, all that stuff make your head hurt.
Yeah, it will. It will. But you just got to realize that I'm going to show you something today. And I'm glad you brought up SEO because I love talking about SEO. But I'm going to show you guys something today that's going to blow your mind as to why people do SEO. When we get past the challenge, in regards to the challenge for next week, it's going to blow your minds. Now, anyone have questions? I love the questions, guys. I love the fact that you guys are engaging. Going once? Going twice? Okay. Now, let's go over the actual school community for the week. And I'm going to pull up the basic, talk about the basic stuff first. One, remember, if you haven't had your onboarding with me, make sure you come to this page and jump on the book of meeting with me to go over your current business situation, to go over your current goals in regards to AI, and also to go over with the actual community itself. Everybody gets an opportunity. If you want to jump on a Zoom with me, just click on that link, book an REI AI call with me, and we'll go over what you're doing, how the community works, how AI can help in your business and all that stuff. No charge. This is all content, no sales. There's no sales here now. It's just basically giving you guys what you paid for, but over delivering.
Charles, you're not sharing right now.
Okay, here we go. This is the home page, and this is where you can book a call with me anytime. Just jump on that actual calendar and book a call. Now, inside of here, you have all the different links and so on. So if I go here for the week, we talked about the question you asked, Israel, about YouTube keyword research. You got the challenge. Whenever you see this challenge, typically it's going to be pinned at the top. This is where it's typically going to be at, but you'll also be able to find it when you scroll down. But typically, this is the challenge for the week. if you want to look at all the challenges so you can participate in the actual homework assignments that the students and stuff have been going or doing, you just go to classroom and you just go to where it says challenges, and you'll see all the past challenges that all the actual members have taken a part of. And all of these challenges is meant for you to learn different tools and different strategies. It's about doing. This whole community is not about just giving you theory. It's about showing you how to do it and having you do it and then decide if I can use this in my business or not. So keep that in mind. In regards to the Zoom meetings, we have the Zoom meetings in here every week as well. If you go back to the classroom, Zoom meetings, all the Zoom meetings. The new Zoom meeting for today will be in the classroom tomorrow by 9 o'clock. So you got the Zoom meetings in here where it covers everything that we're talking about in all these Zoom meetings, and they're archived all the way back to July the 10th. So you got the archive to all the Zoom meetings, the recordings, and everything. Everything else is just based off of, when you put on here a new, it's going to be based off of how old the actual post is, and you can go scroll down for the week and see all the stuff that was put in for that week. That's what I recommend. I recommend you coming here, if you can, at least once a day for at least 10 minutes to look over what's new. If not, then hey, you got to come whenever you can, but start off with the new stuff and work your way down in regards to catching up with what's on the actual community and what we're doing. Something I wanted you guys to understand right now, the biggest trend in AI is what's called AI agents. And there's this website called Convergence. And this website is really at the beginning stages of an AI agent, as it would get to when it comes to, well, this is the worst it's going to respond. This is the worst it's going to be. Now, prior to that, I had you guys go ahead and create the challenge, or should I say participate in the challenge of last week. When it comes to this website, Convergence, I can show you better than I can tell you. This is the site. They have a free plan. So what I'm going to show you, you could do 5 of these, I believe 5 a day, every day, or 3, one of the two, 3 or 5 a day on the free plan. But they also have a monthly plan that's $20 a month. Now, I think that this, well, I don't think about it. ChatGPT has their own version of what this does with their $200 a month plan. Convergence AI is a London-based company. ChatGPT brought out their actual plan for what you would call their, where is it at? Let me pull it up. It's right here underneath of their $200 a month plan. View plans. And here it is. They have an operator. It's called Operator. So what Convergence do for $20 a month, ChatGPT has bundled theirs into their $200 a month plan. Not only that, but Convergence also allow you to use the free plan at least 3 to 5 times a day, every day, to create an AI agent. So what's an AI agent? Think of an AI agent as a personal assistant that rich people use. Rich people have personal assistants that they have go out and do this for them, go and do this, go and do that, go and do that, yada, yada, yada. And they pay them $50, $60, $100,000 a year. So an AI agent for us is our own online personal assistant who will go and do stuff for us that we tell it while we go and do what we need to do. So think in terms of AI is the thing that does the heavy lifting, that allows you to do the things that's not heavy to lift so that you can maximize your productivity. So if all you're doing is heavy lifting, then you're not going to have time to really scale your business because you're just spending so much time on the menial, the task that what we call the time vampire task, that it's just really a waste of time when it comes to being productive. So a AI agent is a way in saving that actual time and giving it back to you to allow you to do what you really should be doing. For example, for people who are one-man shop, one of the most productive things you can do is cold calling. Well, if you're steady trying to put together all your marketing campaigns, you're steady trying to research this, and you're steady trying to create this and do this and doing this life activity and this life activity, you're not going to have that much time to do your cold calling. Well, that's where an AI agent comes into play. It can take care of that time vampire stuff and allow you to concentrate on the stuff that's really going to generate revenue. And inside of this system, they have what's called templates. So think in terms of these as pre-made orders that you can give the system, and the system will execute without you having to do anything. You just give it the order and the system will execute that order. So let's go back to the actual page. This is how it begins. It begins with a prompt. And remember, the key to LLMs and the key to doing these actual actions that we've been talking about over the weeks is knowing what to say to the AI. That's the key. And you don't have to use big words or any type of fancy lettering or anything. You just need to put it as plain and simple as possible. And I'll give you an example. Let's see. One of the things that I would be, for me, or should I say for Tammy, would be, let's say she had to find cruises for next year. I can tell the assistant, go to carnival.com and search for cruises leaving from the port of Miami for the month of January 2026. Give me the first 10 results. And then what's going to happen is the AI agent is going to go out, do the search, put them all on an actual, and you're going to see it on the left side, it's going to be the thinking. And on the right side, it's going to be the actual action it's taking. And this is the agent. I mean, no hands. I'm not doing anything. So I could be literally working on other projects while all of these agents are running in the background. You don't have to just have one agent run. You can have 4, 5, 6, 7 agents. You could give the agent a command to go to X and respond to the first 10 posts that talks about real estate investing and give them my URL up to my company. This stuff is just mind-blowing how this stuff works, guys. I don't know if you're seeing what's going on the screen. I mean, you know this stuff excites me, but what it's doing now is doing a search on carnival.com, and it's found the month of June for the year 2026. And now it's going to go inside of the site and it's going to look for the actual cruises that's going to be in 2026. And it's going to take the amount that I told them to take a copy of, and it's going to put it as an actual result on the left-hand side. This is just one use case. We're talking about keywords. I can say, Go to YouTube, search for the keyword learn real estate investing, and give me the top 10 videos with the most views and their title and leave and their title result, so that I could look at the data and determine which titles I'm going to be using, which views, and all this stuff that they're doing with those YouTube videos. And look, 3-day cruise from Miami, a 4-day one, a 4-day one, 4-day one, 5-6-day one. It gave it to me. All the first 10 cruises that came up for the month of June. I mean, for the month of January 2026. And it put it inside. And here's the key part. Once it finished and it has a successful search, it sends you the results as an email that lets you know you had a successful search. And you can go to that search from your email. So it's truly type in what you wanted to do, where you wanted to search, what action you want, and it does it. Talk to me, anybody.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So it's funny you're talking about this tonight, because this weekend I just learned about Operator. And
Yeah,
I
that's
was watching.
Chat GPT version of this.
Yeah.
And they want you to pay for the $200 account in order to get to do what this does. Now, I've read all the benchmarks on Operator, and this outperforms Operator by 5%. Operator is at 82% accuracy. This is at 87%.
Yeah. I love it.
And like I said, they have a free plan where you can do 3 to 5 actions a day without having to pay for it.
Hey, Charles, this is Coop. I'm glad you talk about this today, because I wanted to talk about this today. That's funny. Could you give us a scenario of like what are some good uses in our business?
I
to
just
use
gave you
AI?
one.
I know,
For
I know, I
example,
know.
if you're doing optimization for your your YouTube channel,
Okay.
that's one where you could say, hey, I'm doing some research on some videos on real estate investing. Can you give me the top 10 videos that's been producing on real estate investing? Or you could say, hey, I want to create articles for my business on this topic. Could you find me 5 articles on the internet based on this topic and give me the actual summary of the articles, what's the bullet points and so on, so I can create content? Or you could say something like, I want to go to YouTube. I want to go to, let me see, what else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head in regards to what else you could do. I want you to go to X or Twitter.com and search for people looking for a realtor in Baltimore, and send those people a reply telling them that I'm looking to work with them on helping them find a property. So I think the key to your business success is being able to look and use that tool, better yet, understand that tool, but basically, how can I frame it for my business? And that was a great question, Ulysses. That was a great question. And that's just thinking off the top of my head of 5 uses you could use for it. But I know that if I really thought hard about it, I could come up with at least another 10, 15 uses that I could use in my business.
No, what I was saying is, like, for example, like, let's say you want to do content creation. I was just wondering how far will it go to actually posting the content, stuff on your page?
Okay, you're talking about posting on your page.
Yeah.
I just told you where you can do it with Twitter, and you can respond to people posts where you could tell them that you're looking to do business with them.
Okay.
So the answer to that is yes, you can do that, but you would have to give it your username and password to wherever you want to post the actual information at, in regards to if you're doing a reply or if you're doing an actual post. You're going to have to provide the information that you want them to post and give them the actual logic steps as to where you want it to go and so on.
Wow. Okay, thanks.
And this, Ulysses, like I said, this one right here, This is about 3 to 4 weeks old. This hasn't been out for a while. So
Wow.
think in terms of the fact that right now it's going to be the worst that it's going to be. As we get to month 2, month 6, month 12, the capabilities is going to be endless.
So Charles, there's a mobile app for converters like Chat GPT.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Convergence, it's mobile optimized on your phone so that when you pull it up on your phone, it's going to be a mobile version of this.
Okay.
Wow. So like, would we be able to like use this? Let's say we want to run like a text message campaign. Like we could
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would do that right now. Well, I haven't tried that. So you're saying, okay, I want you to go to this website because you're gonna have to give it all the steps. I want you to go to this website, log in, and send out this text message campaign from this site. So you would have to give it the website to go to, you would have to give it the actual login information, and you would have to give it the actual place on the website where they can find to send the text out.
Right.
Theoretically wise, yes, I can see it doing that. Can I say it's doing it right now? I don't know. I haven't tried it, but absolutely I can see it, if it's not doing it now, in a short period of time, actually being able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Now can you use bots like I know there's like, how do bots work?
Well, the way bots work, we're talking about make.com automations. That's the difference between a bot and this. This, you're just telling it. A bot, you have to program.
Okay.
This, I'm just texting in, I want you to do this. A bot, you have to hook up all the automations for it to do that. So for the layman, now the layman don't have to worry about, how do I use make.com? How do I use Airtable? How do I use N8N? All I got to do is being able to tell it what I want done. That's the difference. You don't have to create the automation. This creates the automation in the back end. You just have to tell it what automation you want it to do.
Nice.
See, that's what I'm talking about. AI agent was made for me. I just want to tell it what to do.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key. Because I gave you guys all these automations in the school community. You have the automations that we set up already in the school community, but those automations, you have to have make.com and you have to put them together. This actually creates the automations themselves in the background. The question is, when will it get to the point where it has the same or all of the same functionality as a make.com or as a N8N? It's not there yet. It's getting there. It will be there. So the key is, well, I can get free access to this every day to mess around with this and then become an expert of this. And that's the key, guys. The key to you generating revenue for your business, the key to you being successful in your business is being the expert of your tool. And if you can get free access to this tool to learn to be the expert, you're going to be ahead of everybody else. They give you 3 to 5 free uses every day. Every day it regenerates. So if you use your 3 to 5 uses today, 24 hours later, you get another 3 to 5. 24 hours later, you get another 3 to 5. And that's if you don't want to pay the $20 a month.
And it'll just log into, you just give it the passwords and it'll log into and start doing research on any site you wanted to.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, George, you hit it right on the nail.
Yeah, because I'm playing with it on my other computer, and
you always do that.
Yeah.
You always do that when we want to call. Now, like I said, it's not 100%, George. It's not 100%.
All right, okay.
I have seen it make some errors, but I'm saying it's 75, 80% on all the actions I've had it do. It did them. I mean, here's some of the commands I had it do. I had it go to YouTube. One of the ones, this is one of the automations that I created. I said, go to YouTube and search for keywords "We Buy Houses Baltimore" and complete a list of the 20 results. Bam, it did it. I said, go to Nike.com. Go to Nike.com and search for Air Force Ones and find the cheapest pair you can in size 10. Bam, it did it. I said, go to Facebook Marketplace and search for houses in Baltimore and send the first 5 results an actual reply letting them know I want to buy their property. It did it. I said, go to Google. I said, go to Google and find the cheapest air flights leaving from, where is it at? Leaving from Baltimore to Barquilla, Colombia. And it did it. So, like I said, this stuff is exciting to me because I can see all the ways in which it can be used in your business. Save time, generate leads, make profit. Those are your 3 holy grails. Any questions? Going once? Going twice? Gone. Okay.
Hey, Charles,
Let's go to
quick question.
go ahead.
So for this to work, you have to specify where it needs to go and look for that information.
Yeah, because it can't read your mind. So there's no way it's going to be able to do it without you specifying it.
No, I get that. But,
Right.
so for example, you're saying go to Carnival Cruises to find this. If I'm saying, for example, okay, I need copies or I need some templates of newsletters, go on Google to find templates of newsletters.
But you got to be specific as far as what type of newsletters. What are you looking for? You want newsletters that talk about what? Find me 10 newsletters that talk about real estate investing. Find me 10 articles that talk about real estate investing.
Okay. All right. So, okay. I get your point in terms of like being specific.
Mhm.
So it has to go somewhere.
Right.
I can just make it general, like good on Google.
Mhm.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. Okay. Let's go over the challenge from last week. Wow. We had a lot of last minute ones this week. Woo! Let's start off with Israel. Israel, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to me, my brother. What challenges you faces? What you thought of the actual results? Because I had my own. Remember, I had my own response to your results. So talk to me about it.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty simple. I could definitely see how it could work. My main question was like, how can I edit what's there?
Right.
So, but I mean, I love how it gives the descriptions. Yeah,
Your
like I
your
gotta see how to
topics
get this
was
to work.
on. Let me see. Your topics was on.
Podcast.
Yeah, real estate empire podcasting, and your actual some of your results were do not. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you used that. What was it? Image
Image
FX.
FX. Yeah,
Yeah,
Image
that's why
FX.
your spelling came out like this.
But that's the original what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, this keeps poor when it's actually supposed to say this keeps you poor. Yeah.
Hmm.
So like I said, my recommendation on the spelling on the thumbnails is ideogram or flux AI, which meant with nothing more, which is actually flux. Foul AI, which is actually flux. Any of the
Okay.
flux models would give you great text on images, and ideogram is considered the best one when it comes to text on images.
Ideogram. In
Yes.
Flux, you had to make a deposit, and it says something like
But
point
there's some free
zero.
flux. There's some free flux out there. I gave you guys a place where you could use flux for free inside of GIF. I believe that's what it's called. It's in
Okay.
one of the trainings that I gave, the YouTube trainings, not YouTube, the actual school trainings for the actual Zoom meeting. It's called Glyph. and it allows you to use Flux for free.
Okay. GLIFF or
Yes.
glyph.
Mm-hmm. You get to do 20 renderings per day at Glyph AI. Glyph doc. In fact, let me pull it up for you real quick.
GLIF alpha. Okay. Glyph.apps. Okay.
If I go to Glyph and I type in the search term Flux, I'm going to see a bunch of Flux that allow me to use Glyph. If I go to image, all of these have the Flux right here. This one is Flux Pro. So all of these have the Flux as a output for your images. You just got to find the right one you want to use. And it'll let you make 20 images per day.
Gotcha.
So this is a free way you could do it.
$3.99. I like it.
Yep. Let's go back. Next person up. But great job. I mean, like I said, that was your only downside, Israel, was the spelling on your thumbnails. That was it. You did everything perfect. You executed the prompts. You got everything coming out in regards to the titles, in regards to the actual key, bullet points. So you did everything perfect. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Ulysses.
So I got a question though.
Go.
So you mentioned Flux. So, but for example, File AI, that's one system. Flux, it seems like it's integrated into several systems. So what is the actual definition of Flux?
Flux is a LoRa, image generation LoRa, and it's considered the best one out there when it comes to image generation and text together. So that's the definition of Flux, as a image LoRa, LoRa.
Got it. And then in Israel, so question for you. How many times did you ran your image generator in Image FX? Did you only run it once?
Some of them I hit repeat because it was like only giving me one image and I wanted like to choose from 4 images. So some of the I'm glad you asked the question. Some of the descriptions I put in, it didn't give me an image, and I had to like switch it up a little bit. When I had to go in and switch my description up a little bit because some of the descriptions I pulled off of Chat GPT, I typed it into Image FX and it didn't give me any results on the pictures.
Yep, same with me. And that's what I did in order for the actual description to get it fixed. I just reran it like several times.
Yeah. I definitely had to hit like change a word or two and then rerun it. And like I said, sometimes it's giving me one picture and I wanted to see 3 or 4, so I had to run it again.
I love it, guys, because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. When it comes to prompting, you're supposed to look at your result and then look at your prompt and say, okay, how do I adjust this? How do I make this prompt better? How do I do this with it? And so on and so on. That's the whole key to prompt engineering. I can give you a prompt, but depending on the image generator you're going to use, the result could be strikingly different from one generator to another generator to another generator. Then you, as that person, has to know, okay, I need to tweak this word. I need to take this in. I need to add this. I need to subtract that. So that was perfect assertion in regards to what you did, Ed, and also what you did, Israel.
Yeah.
Okay, back at Ulysses. Ulysses,
yes, sir.
You was one of the ones that really crushed it when it came to where you laid all your actual details out. So I'll definitely give you kudos for that, because you definitely put forth a real effort when it comes to the actual layout. You got your homework February 18, 2025, the website download, software prompt use, describe an image so I can make a YouTube thumbnail based on the exact description you see from the image. You got the actual prompt. You got the actual create 5 variations. You have the actual original, and you have the actual output. One right after the other. Done with renters. Now, I think you also had the actual image generator you used. What was it you used?
Yeah. What I did was the one you told us about, the Abacus.
Okay. You did Abacus.
Abacus, yes.
Yeah, but Abacus has all the image generators in there. It has Flux. It has all of them. So you probably did it. Yeah. So yeah.
I went to Gemini 2.0, but when it came out, it came out in Flux. I didn't know how it did it, but it did good.
Yeah, Flux, like I said, Flux and ideogram. If I had to say which is one, which is two, when it comes to handling text, ideogram is one. When it comes to image responsiveness, Flux is one. So excellent, excellent.
But I tell you, Charles, I really appreciate you telling us about the platform where you can get more than one LLM, because that saved me money first of all, and it gave me options.
Yep. Yeah, Abacus AI was something that I talked to everybody about months ago. I'm glad you guys had me bring it back up again with your questions that made me come back to it. Thank you. The next one, done with renters, WI image generation. You use Flux Pro.
That what came up.
Yep, you use Flux Pro.
Yeah.
So you had two outputs on this one.
Yeah, that was ChatGPT, the one in the middle.
Yep. Describe image so it can do a YouTube thumbnail, yada, yada, yada. Bam. Here it goes again. Done with renters. 5 variations. You did a different one here. Expired listing was the main one. And then you came up with expired listings. Then you did another one, expired listing. You used ChatGPT for this one. You used Flux for this one.
Right.
Yep.
Because I like Flux because they're good with the text too.
Yeah.
And the image. Image is great.
Yeah, like I said, ideogram and Flux are the two best ones. And you also notice something else with Flux when it comes to ChatGPT. With a lot of ChatGPT images, the image of the person looks kind of plastic.
Yeah, cartoonish.
Yeah, it looks cartoonish. It doesn't have a real look to the person.
Right.
It's a hit and miss when it comes to looking like a real person.
And I think if you're trying to go that direction, if you want the cartoonish, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But if you don't, and let me tell you about this though, this assignment, I thought I was pretty good with thumbnails because I usually do thumbnails on Canva, but this homework, it gets up my game. Now I know I can get the background I want without using the text, because I can get the background I want, and then I can go to Canva and put the text in.
I love it, man. That's what I'm talking about. Taking what you're learning and really applying it in ways in which it could reshape what you're doing. That's exactly correct.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, Ulysses. Okay, let's go back down. You got, is this risky? Is this risky? There go that cartoon look again.
Yeah.
Is risky. Now this was done with Flux. It left out the word this. But look at that. Look at the difference in the actual look of the person. Look at this person and look at this. This almost matches the guy. Almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And then of course you could go in Canva and make these words correct, can't you? With the magic wand inside of Canva.
Yep, yep. And I can just go right over top of it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then oh no, I like this. Oh no, yeah, I like these. Yeah, both of these look good. I can see both of these being used.
Yeah. And that's like code violations for houses that got code violations.
That's a great thumbnail, man. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. But this assignment made my thumbnail more powerful now.
Mm-hmm. Know the risk. They're gonna cut. Know the risk. And there you go. Know the risk. Look like a real person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plus, he got an expression. I like the fact that it brought in the expression on the face. Yeah, you got that expression there too. Joe, you crushed. I mean, Ulysses, you crushed it. Big ups, man. You crushed this one. Let's see. Next up, we got Ed right here.
Yo.
Ed, you did the same thing like Ulysses did, but you did it on Excel, and this is gorgeous, man. I love the way the way you really broke down what you did and the actual presentation of it, man. I mean, You are a creature of detail. I could tell that right now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Thank you.
You got your variations. You got the actual resources you use. Software IO. You use File. You use Flow. File AI. You use ImageFX. Your comp. Man, this is gorgeous. This is man. Out of curiosity, Ed, how long did it take you to complete this?
Not much. I work with SL every day, so.
Yeah. You're gorgeous. You knocked it out the ballpark, man.
Thank you.
Original. Yeah. Seller panic, seller panic, seller panic. And the good part about it, all of them look natural. They don't have that plastic look of the man. No more IRS. No more IRS. Excellent, man. Original, the 9.35% rule. The 9.35% rule. You got the thumb going up. You got the house in the back. $5,000 tax refunds. $5,000 tax refunds. Alert. You even got the Fox News Live on there. I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, I need to I had to rerun that one for like 7 times to get it right, but yeah.
Yeah, and that you just brought up a good point. Don't expect your image generator to produce the right one that you want immediately. You may have to do 4, 5, 6, or 7 runs. But when you're dealing with stuff like File AI, it's cheap as hell. I think File AI, you could do, if I'm not mistaken, 25 runs or 35 runs for $1.
So
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So that's a good point. So originally I went with File AI because I thought like, okay, it's better. But initially I deposited $10 and I'm like, okay, now I'm wasting money. I can do the same thing for free using ImageFX. But then with ImageFX, based on the prompt, there were some times where like Israel was saying, like it didn't work. So like, oh my God. So I just tweaked it a little bit and didn't work. And from that point, I just used ImageFX.
Yeah. Great look, man. You did good. Excellent.
Thanks.
Go to the next one. Man, you guys crushed this homework assignment. George, see what we got here.
Barely did it. I just did one.
George, you got 100 jobs. Okay. I'm not going to, okay.
George, I'm in the back of the class with you.
Renovate.
Well, the thing about it is I was trying to figure out the presentation. So I just said, let me focus on one and try to get to the complete thing before class. Cause
Yeah, I understand, man. I understand. Renovate or sell. You got, I mean, the look is good. 2 or 3K lessons learned. Yeah, you're right. You did one.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, once I got through one, I'm like, okay, I could do it. And I more so started looking at the formats that they were using, like Ed's and
right.
Ulysses. So I'm like, because you just want to, I wanted the way to better express it. And I run into this a lot when we're trying to do the homework is how do I format where do I put it at? So I was looking at what everybody else does.
Yeah. This was Google Sheets. Excellent. I'll tell you right now, guys, Google Sheets is one of my, I would say, top 10 tools that I've had for almost 10, 15 years. And I'm talking about Google Drive. The amount of tools that you have with that Google Drive for that cost. I think mine's is like $100 a year. And I got 3 terabytes of space that I probably won't never use. I got hundreds of properties in there. I got all kinds of reports in there. I got all kinds of books that I wrote inside of there. And I'm nowhere near filling up my Google Drive. So if you guys looking for a go-to A+ resource, I like Google Drive even better than Dropbox.
Yeah.
I highly recommend signing up for a Google Drive account and using those resources inside of there.
I still have 2 legacy Google accounts.
Uh-huh. I don't even think they make legacy anymore.
I still have 2 legacy
Yeah.
Google
Okay, let's go back down. We got Lewis. And this is what you was talking about, George. You're talking about trying to figure out the best way to present it. And yeah, Lewis put it on the actual group. And there's no wrong way, guys. So I don't want y'all to think I want it on Google Drive or I want it on PowerPoint or I want it on Excel. There's no wrong way. All of you guys did it the right way when it comes to the presentation. Surprising Redfin numbers. I take is that the original one, Lewis?
Yeah, that's the original one.
And here's the ones that came in. Surprising Redfin numbers. Okay. George, Lewis, which image tool did you use?
Foul.
That's fine.
Got it. Number 2.
The first one in each group looks like the original.
Right.
Or should I say not looks like. The first one
is the original.
Is the original.
No problem. It's a trap. I like this one. I like this a lot. That's real. I like that one. It's a trap 10.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I think I like that first one a little bit better. It's a trap 10 seller mistakes. Yeah. The expression on these faces will get people clicking, Lewis. I love it. It's a trap 10 seller mistakes. Avoid home buying regret. That's the original. Avoid home buying regret. Avoid sold, home buying regret. Avoid home buying regret.
Yeah, Foul's pretty good about getting the text correct.
Yeah.
You did it.
That one didn't come out good for some reason. I ran it a couple of times and it still didn't come out.
Okay. I think what it is, it does not want to do anything with Prince George's County.
That's probably it.
Let's see. Big changes. Big changes. Big changes. I like this one. Big changes. Big changes. Yeah.
I guess considering the subject of these, since my file is trained, I probably should use my own picture in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And all you would do would have to put your keyword in front of the actual the prompt. That's what I did with the one with the gun. I just put my keyword in front of the prompt. Good job, Lewis.
Yeah, but I didn't I was doing it at the last minute and I didn't include the prompt and stuff.
Right, I understand. Dwayne?
Some people just wait till the last minute to do stuff.
I posted mine at 7:45.
I think I posted mine at well, mine went in after yours, George. So
Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go with yours, man. Okay, I see you use image FX. It somewhat had some image coherence, so it came to someone. I spent 100 hours inside the pyramids. Trapped inside. You use one of mine. Claude and Leonardo AI-powered real estate, AI-powered real estate investing. Yeah, you're the reason. Yeah, you use Image FX, Claude, and Leonardo AI. Okay. Yeah, Foul or Ideogram would have done a lot better with the text. You got your actual prompts down here. You got your AI revolution. The future of real estate investing has arrived. Love the keywords, Image FX, and perplexity. So I take it do you have Abacus?
No, I don't.
You just have all these accounts?
No, just only thing I'm paying for is like Chat GPT.
Okay, because I noticed so you're using the free version of these.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you. All right. Image FX, Perplexity AI. We buy houses, expose houses, white buy expose house. Okay. Views don't make money. Views don't make money. This one had close adherence with it. And that one didn't get completed yet. Good work. Good work. I like the fact that you did the layout. Good work. Same recommendation, ideogram or file would be my best one to work with, unless you're going to really, really work with the prompt inside of ImageFX. Good job, guys. Good jobs. Now, I'm going to put a presentation up on the screen, and let me know if you guys see it. Do you guys see the presentation?
Yeah.
You've heard me say this before. AI will replace jobs, but it will also create more millionaires faster than any technology in history. And I'm going to tell you why that's a fact. And I'm not just saying that, that's an actual fact. First, this website, FastDL, this is a free website. So free could make you hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. This website is 100% free. This is it right here. So what does it do? All it does is allow you to put Instagram URL in it and let you download the Instagram video. That's what it does. It just allows you to download the Instagram video. Now, just by that, this site gets over 54 million visitors per month. I'm going to say that again. 54 million visitors per month. And it makes anywhere between $458,000 to $1 million a month. Just for giving people free access to YouTube. You know how it makes that much money? Because on the site, it has ads. These ads is what's generating the income. That's why free could make you a millionaire. Because you give something away for free, you drive traffic with SEO, and you drive traffic with PPC, but you have ads on that site. When people click on that ads, Google pay you for that. Going back to the revenue, he gets over 54 million visitors. He makes, at the least, he makes $458,000 a month. Let's go to the next. This is an online stopwatch site. That's all it does. It's a stopwatch site that can count down. This is what it looks like. I can't make this stuff up, man. All people do is come here and they use the online stopwatch, or they use a countdown. He has ads plastered all over it. So he created a free site and let them use stopwatch online or countdown timer online, and he placed it ads all over it. He gets over 3.89 visitors, 3.89 million visitors per month, making over $139,000 a month just from the ads. And Google allows you to put a code on your website so you can have Google ads show up. There's no technical part in it. You're just putting it in the actual body tag of your website. You just paste the code in there. It's attached to your Google account. Every time somebody click on it, You get paid. Let's go to the next one. This site, Coin Value Checker, is another free site. All you do is put in the type of coin you have, and you can check the value of that coin for free. When you go from page to page, the ads come up on the page, and this is the valuation on this. $874,000 monthly visitors. Revenue approximately over $21K per month from display ads and affiliate links.
So I don't have to go out and enter into any contracts with advertisers, right?
No.
Right.
Google will go. Now, let me back that up. You notice the last ad part has display ads. That doesn't require any contracts. But when you talk about affiliate links, you got to sign up for the affiliate program for those companies. But if you're just doing display ads, Google display ads, you don't have to sign up with any contract with the companies. Google handles all of that. They pay you per click, per usage, and so on. Zero GPT. I talked about this last week. This is the free site that allows you to put your DeepSeek article in and then put your ChatGPT article in, and it'll tell you which one is more human-like. Once again, it makes money from the ads that's on the site. That's how it makes its money. What kind of money is it making? It gets over 50 million visitors per month. It's making between $500,000 and $545,000 per month. Last but not least, no, it's got one more left. This is stupid. This is simple. I mean, this is something that everybody think about. Everybody, I don't know. I can't believe this site is getting these many visitors. It's a percentage calculator. That's all it is. It's a percentage calculator. It's getting over 2.78 million visitors per month and making over $18,000 a month just for people who can go in, who just want to put in information in regard to a calculator. A calculator.
Everybody's got a calculator on their phone.
Everybody got one on their phone. And this one gets over 2 million visitors. So that tells you, remember, in the world, there's billions of people. Billions. So, I mean, yes, there's going to be a huge amount of people that is not going to have access to this kind of stuff, who won't even have a phone. And the internet is their only way to do these things. Now, this one you guys going to be to your heart, and you're going to know this one. This one is a YouTube thumbnail downloader. You click on it, you put a URL in, and it lets you pull the actual thumbnail. And that's it. You can download the thumbnail of the video that you put in. That's all. But look at the ads. That's how it makes its money, from all these ads that's all over it. And if I go to it, It gets over 512,000 visitors a month, and it makes over $4,200 a month. Now, why did I say what I said at the beginning? Why did I say AI? Well, Charles, what does this have to do with AI, Charles? This is a website. These are apps. What does that have to do with AI? There are tools out there right now that will let you put in a prompt and it will create a website like you just saw or an app like you just saw, just from a prompt without having no code experience whatsoever. These are called no-code app builders. And Replit is one of them. So let's go ahead and show you. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and show you it in action. This is Replit. And you could say, for example, let's use that example of that mortgage calculator. I can upload that mortgage calculator and say, create a mortgage calculator app like in this image for me. That's it. No, I don't have any code knowledge. I don't know how to. I can't code my way out of a paper bag. I have no knowledge of coding whatsoever. I hit start. Now it's thinking, create a mortgage calculator app like in this image. Okay, it says absolutely. Let me propose what we'll build for you. Okay, I'll help you create a mortgage calculator web application with a clean interface, similar to the percentage calculator shown, but with fields specific to mortgage calculation. The calculator will help users determine their monthly payments based on loan amount, interest rate, and term. Would you like me to proceed with the implementation? So it will do that, but it also gives me other things I could add. Would you like me to add an amortization schedule? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Would you like me to enable loan comparison? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Would you like me to add down payment calculations? Okay, let's do that. Would you like me to add property tax and insurance estimate? Let's do that. And click Approve Plan. And on the left, it's going to tell you what it's doing, just like Convergence AI, except this is for creating apps. Look at this. This is the code. It's writing the code for me. It's checking the code. All from an image and a one sentence, if you want to call it a sentence. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect. I'm not saying it's finished. Let's see what it looks like. On the left-hand side, it tells you build initial prototype. I created the C client SRC app text. I created this. I created that. I configured the start application run NPM. I have no idea what the hell that is. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Let's see if it calculates. 4.5 interest rate, 30%. Let's see. Calculate. Loan amount required. That's just the debit numbers. Let's put in 3,333. Interest rate, let's put it 5. terms, let's leave it at 30, and then hit calculate. Oh, I didn't put 30 in. That's right. 30. Calculate. Bam.
Wow.
Hold on. Let's say it says, can you test the mortgage calculator by estimate example, yada, 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 4.5 instead of 30 years, yada, 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 bam. I said, yes, it worked. Now let's see what happens. Now, if I was done, guys, I could just hit deploy. And now I have a mortgage calculator app that I could put online. And I could add actual code on it where I could have Google AdWords on it. I mean, Google advertisements. The agent has reported new progress. Implemented mortgage calculator with loan amount. Yes, okay. If everything looks good, I can start working on new features. Yes. And now it's going to give me ideas for new features. I'll now add the amortization schedule. So now it's going to add the amortization schedule function. Guys, do you see how powerful this is?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
Is anybody as excited as I am? I know that's hard to get, but look at us, like, you know.
Trying to suppress it.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
This is crazy.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Next month is gonna be a whole batch of new.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because the challenge this week is gonna have you guys use this program to create an app for your business, or an app that you can use. That's gonna be the challenge.
I want to be able to put it on that page you talking about and get income. This is
Okay.
nice.
Let's go in and see if we got the amortization table now, because it's saying it completed it. So let's go ahead and put the fake numbers in. 300. Let's do 7%. Let's do 30 years. And let's see if we got the amortization table part now. Calculate. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my God. But we're not finished yet, because we got other things that we said we wanted to have in this.
Wow.
Let's say, yes, it worked. Can you imagine saying, hey, I want you to create I want you to create my own online app that will allow me to do rent to own. And here's an example or picture of one that I like. Guys, the capability here, the possibilities here is just endless.
Wow.
Yes, it worked and looks good. No coding, no knowledge of coding at all. I'm gonna toot my own horn right now. Nobody's teaching this. When my community get a hold of this, you guys will already have known about this. Okay. The agent has reported new progress. Created the mortgage calculator with loan amount, interest rate, and term inputs, adding monthly payment, total interest calculation, implemented detailed amortization schedule, showing payments breakdown. What feature would you like me to add? And now it gives me examples of more features. The AI says, here's some more features we can add just in case you didn't think about it. Show more. We can add enable loan comparison, add a down payment calculator, include property taxes and insurance estimates. We can interact loan comparison dashboard with visual overlays. We can do dynamic down payment impact simulator. We can do property tax and insurance real-time estimator. We can do a shareable mortgage calculator links with QR code. We can do AI-powered financial health recommendations engine. Now, all I got to do, and let's just stop for here. All I got to do is hit deploy. Agree. I'm going to leave the same domain name there. Bam. And let's see if it deploys where I can give it to people as a link. That's all like I said, nothing technical. Now, how did I learn about using this? Sure, I had to look up a couple of things on YouTube University. But what I'm showing you now, I'm showing you the stuff that I had to look up that I didn't know. You're seeing it right now that you don't have to look it up because I'm doing it right now and in front of you. So you won't have the learning curve I have when I created the apps that I created. And I'm going to show you one of the apps that I created. Oh my God. I want you to think about if you're doing tools, you think about a tool that's being created or was created, but how can I make that tool better? You don't want to do the exact same tool. You want to figure out how can you make it better? That's your goal. How do I make it better? And now that mortgage calculator that I just created is now live on the internet. Here's the link. If I click on it, bam, there it goes. Live. Now, remember, the best inventions are inventions that's based off of necessity. I showed you guys that I saw the value in this actual tool, the thumbnail maker, this tool right here. I say, well, Charles, if you're going to use this as an example, then how can you make it better? How can you make the thumbnail maker better other than just making a thumbnail? Let me show you what I did. I took what we was doing as the challenge and I made it into one app. Let's go to it. I call it my YouTube Thumbnail Pro. I did the same thing I just got finished showing you guys. I just basically created the actual, asked the questions. That's all I did. So if I go back to the actual app and pull on the link, because it's live right now. Oh, I'm keep on hitting the wrong button. Give me a second. Go back and bring up the live link. There you go. Check out what this baby do. From the mind of a mad scientist, you analyze your thumbnail. Okay, let's go to the thumbnail. Let's say we want this thumbnail right here. Bam, I copy the link. So let's go. I got all these open ones. I need to close all this stuff. So I can go to the actual tool right here. I put the thumbnail that I want to copy inside of here. I hit analyze. And it automatically downloads it on my computer. It's right there. It actually made the actual prompt that allowed me to copy it, and it actually made a social media post or social media text I can use for social media. So now I'll take the actual prompt that it generated that describes this thumbnail, and I put it in here, and I have it where it's going to actually generate the thumbnail for me here using Flux.
What the?
Let's see. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bam! So it made the actual copy of the thumbnail
Wow.
here on the app So, okay, that wasn't enough. I said, Charles, you got to make it better. So you made it so everything is in one place. Well, let's make it so that you can now download it. And then you upload it inside of here and let it analyze it based on the original and give you a score. Automatically.
Somebody get that man a beer.
Woo, woo. Look at that.
Wow.
He could deserve a shot of whiskey for that one.
Or some of them morning drinks we had down in
Guys,
Florida.
I even add, did you hear the sound effect? I add a sound effect. Let me hear the sound effect again. I'm proud of this one. Listen to the sound effect. I put it in there. Watch when it generates the actual score.
I caught that.
Now, if that score was a 3 or below, let me show you what happens. Let's put in something that's nowhere near this. Let's put in an image that's nowhere even near this. Let's put in something like something that's totally off. It's got to be something that's totally off. Yeah, this one. Let's see. Because it was a 1 out of 10, it gave the boo. Boo. But anyway, guys, and then it tells you right here, the two thumbnails are completely different in content and style. The first image features a person with a quote. So it tells you what's right and what's wrong. And I created it. It probably took me about, I would say, a day and a half of going back and forth, talking to the app about, yeah, I like this, let's change this. I like this, let's change that. And I went through a lot of talking to it. And that's all I did. I went through a lot of talking to it. Now, come on, guys. That deserves a standing ovation. That
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. Great job. Outstanding.
Great job.
Now, I need you to break it. In other words, I'm going to give you the link to it because it's live. And I want you to work with it. I want you to use it. Oh, I forgot to show you. I even set it where it can go light mode or dark mode. Not only that, I even got it where it can save the history in the back.
You thought of everything.
So remember, the idea is, how can I make this better? How can I make a site that's just a thumbnail generator better? Now, go to the chat box. I want you to go to the chat box. I'm putting in that link to this. Here's the link to it. And I want you guys to use it. Test it out. You guys did the exercise from last week already. So test it out. But the challenge for you now is to create your own app. You got access to this right now. You got access where you sign up for free. It's called Replit. You sign up for free and you can do three apps a day or something like that, or 3 apps. Here's the thing. Let me go to the actual, let me see what the actual free account gives you, because I don't want to misspeak. Replit. Pricing. Yeah, the free account lets you make 3 apps. I only want you to make 1. I only want you to make 1. That's your homework assignment. Make 1. Now, here's a little secret, guys. If you sign up for the free account and for whatever reason you run out of your 3, just use another fake email account. So I don't want to have any excuse as to, well, I ran out of my 3 and I don't have no, I can't sign. No, use another fake email account and get another 3. But all you have to do is create one app. That's all I'm asking for. And let me put back in the actual right one so you can see exactly the actual input it gives you when you did it right. It gives you It says both thumbnails feature a spoken quote about wealth, a microphone setup, and a person on the right side of the image. The color scheme is similar with dark background and red and white text. Differences include the layout and the styling and so on. Recommended to improve. Align the text, use a similar font, position the text on the left, adjust the lighting, and place the person slightly more to the right. So all these are different suggestions to improve it. And these are the instructions of how to use the site. I just showed you guys how to do it. So you may not even need to go here. But like I said, this button right here lets you go from dark to light mode. This button right here lets you check your history of your generations. The 3 dots down the bottom. This one right here, you put the URL in. Once you put the URL in, you get the actual image prompt that's automatically generated. But I also gave you an actual social media copy you could use if you want to send it over to social media. And then you put the image prompt in here, and then you choose the actual size of the thumbnail. We did landscape, because that's what this thumbnail is. Now, if I wanted to make this a version portrait, I just click generate. Are some of you guys using this right now? Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice right there.
Now I notice that you have better text adherence with landscape than you do with portrait. But look at this portrait image. I can go inside of Canva. And correct the text issue, or I can just regenerate again. This is good. Now, any questions in regards to the actual homework? Now, make sure you grab that prompt, guys. It's in the chat right now. When I close this up, the prompt won't be there if you want to mess with it tonight. If not, just wait till tomorrow when we put the actual challenge out there.
Could you put the app builder in the chat?
What?
The app builder?
Replit?
Yeah, Replit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions?
So Charles, a couple of the sites that you showed us, like the mortgage calculator, looks like for that person, it's a pretty good deal, but it takes only a short time for anybody to do a clone of that and maybe make it better.
Yeah, but you got to also take into account, Larry, that you have to know how to optimize it. You have to know how to drive traffic to it so you can get to the views. That's where your money is made at. Your money is made at in all the views of people coming to that site. And I'm sure he probably used search engine optimization, and he probably used PPC, which means pay per click ads to drive traffic to that site.
Oh, yeah, that was the question. How do you How do you build your following?
That's how you would do it. You would have to use other marketing strategies to drive traffic to that site so you can get those actual 1 million views, 2 million views, because that's the key. You could generate the actual site, but then you got to pay to get traffic drawn to that site. But when you're making $450,000 a day, or you're making $5,000, I mean, a month, or you're making $50,000 a month, that's the least of your worries. But you got to do it.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Any other questions? Going once. Going twice.
Thanks a
God, I
lot.
kept you guys on here for 2 hours tonight. Goodness gracious.
That's probably why you're not getting any questions.
Okay, guys. I know that. I know that for I like I said, first of all, thank you guys for being on. I'm not gonna keep you longer. Please, if you got a chance, George, I need you to go to realdealmeetup.com/cruise and sign up, George. I need you to sign up, George.
I booked a meet with you 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, so we talk.
Okay.
I already got the confirmation, so
all right, man. All right, you already good to go. Larry, I'm going to call you tomorrow about the mastermind. So remind me, I'm going to call you tomorrow morning about that. Your list, I know Israel, I won't be able to utilize your services next year because we're going to be in Orlando. We're not going to be in Miami. So that's like 3 hours away from you.
Yeah, I come to Orlando.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in Orlando.
The timing. Yeah, for sure. It's all about the timing.
Ulysses, if you're not doing anything, join us on the cruise. Dwayne, I invite you to join us on the cruise.
Yeah, I'm going.
Mike, I invite you to join us on the cruise next year, man. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. Got to do it.
No problem, man. Take care, guys. I'm going to go. I haven't had dinner yet. My wife was calling me, Charles, you got to come. You got to come. So I just love talking about this stuff. I look forward to seeing you guys next week because I'm going to do a whole presentation on AI at Janet's workshop next weekend. So if you guys are going to be in Baltimore next weekend, I will see you on the 8th and the 9th of March.
Okay, thanks, y'all. See y'all later.
Tammy, we really appreciate the extra time.
No problem, Larry. Thank you, guys.
Is Brian definitely going to be on Thursday?
Yes, he's already good to go for Thursday. That's another one. Make sure you guys show up on Thursday. Brian Winston, I'll be on there talking about business funding, business credit, the whole 9 yards.
All right.
And it's at 7 o'clock. So he's being more real generous. 7 o'clock on Thursday.
Okay, cool.
And his actual link of his Zoom link is actually on the calendar. So if you go to the calendar and click on his meeting, you'll see the Zoom link, just like for mine.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
All right.